So start laying down either soles of your feet together and your knees out, if your hips allow that, or your feet are wide and then your knees are knocked together. Your active rest position, so that you don't fall asleep. And then your hands can either be on your tummy or by your side. One hand on your heart, one hand on your tummy. And just try and slow everything down. Slow your breath down. Start to bring that attention to your breath. Taking an inhale. And exhale. Not worrying if you can't. Inhale for 4 seconds and exhale for 4 seconds. Just basically just bringing your attention to your breath. Maybe just closing your eyes. Just bring yourself to the here and now. Just take this few moments to slow that breath right down. That chest and midsection expand and release. And then draw your knees into your chest, so just helping them if they've been out to the side, and then you're just hugging them in. Bringing a little bit of attention to your small back by just rotating those knees in one direction and then the other. Exploring where needs a little bit of attention. It's quite nice to get a tennis ball under your top of your bum here sometimes if you're laying on the mat. And then just hug that right knee in, let that left leg go long or have a slight bend in it depending on your lower back, and then really exaggerate a circle motion with your foot, and then flex and point, scrunch your toes up, then release them. So really just trying to get all of those cracks out of that foot. Flex and point again. Change direction. And then draw that knee over to the left, trying to anchor that right shoulder down. Not worrying about that knee touching the ground, you're just having a gentle twist. And then take a big inhale, trying to really expand into that rib cage that's exposed. And then come back to centre, hug both knees in. Let that right leg go long or have a slight bend in it. Bring that left knee in, and then again, just really exaggerating that circular movement with that foot, flexing and pointing. Change direction. Scrunch those toes up, stretch them out. Bring that knee over to the right, trying to anchor that left shoulder down, gently twisting, breathing into that space. And then coming back to centre, both feet flat, trying to bring your heels in towards your bottom and your fingertips towards your heels. You're going to get the small of your back to push into the mat, and then push your pelvis up to the sky, coming into bridge pose. So you're pushing those hips up, and then slowly lower. Really try and get one little notch of your spine at a time. And then again, peeling that pelvis up, letting that small of that back have contact with the mat, and then push those hips up. Bring your arms up over your ears, above your head, and then lift your heels up. So you're pushing a little bit more. And then again, slowly lowering that bottom down, really trying to get one vertebra at a time. And then bring those arms back, heels drop. Again, peel that pelvis up, pushing them up to the sky. Arms up over your head, past your ears, heels up. Push a little bit more. And then extend that right leg up to the sky. And then you're going to rest it onto that left thigh. Slowly lowering your hips down. Arms over to either interlace behind your thigh or on top of your shin. So you're trying to hug that knee in like we were a minute ago. And then feeling that in that right hip. With those exhales, try and slowly bring that knee in or that thigh in a little bit more. Slowly release, both feet flat on the mat, fingertips towards your heels, and then again just slowly peeling your pelvis up. Try and keep that neck in line with your spine. Arms up overhead, heels up, left leg up to the sky, and then you're bringing that ankle to rest onto that right thigh. Bringing those hips down one vertebra at a time. Arms up and over to either interlace behind that thigh or on top of that shin to hug it into your body. Again, with those exhales, try and sink it a little bit deeper into your chest. And then release that hold, cross your ankles, and then rock yourself up to seated, however many goes it takes you. Sitting in that cross-legged position. Reach both arms up, nice and tall, keep seated. Then right hand down, left arm up, and over to the side. Coming over to the left. And then back to centre. Gently twisting round to the right, so left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Lift that heart up. Keep that nose in line with your spine as you gently twist round. And then come round to the other side. Back to centre. Just uncrossing your legs a little bit. So you're going to bring your shin parallel. So remember which leg you've got in closest to you. Mine's my right. So some people can bring their shins on top of each other and it's called a double pigeon. But if you can do that, then by all means go ahead. But if not, you're just going to lay your shin one in front of the other. So you're going to reach your arms up and you're going to fold forward. Keeping your sit bones down, try and reach your hands a little bit further forward. And then walk your hands over to the left. Don't let that bum lift. So only go as far as you can. If it starts to lift, then just bring yourself back to centre and then walk all the way over to the right. Again, don't let that bottom lift. Just like a forward fold. And then come back to centre, bring yourself up, swap your legs. So change your position. The other leg is now going to be in front. Shins are parallel, reaching up forward and then folding over. So you'll probably feel that in a different area of your glutes. And then start to walk your hands over to the right. And then over to the left. Again, try not to let that bum lift. And then come back to centre, bring yourself up to seated. Come to your all fours position. Ready for some cat-cow. So you're going to pull your chest through, lift your heart up. Take a nice inhale. And then you're going to exhale, tilting your pelvis. And then arching your back. Again, pulling through. Really trying to draw that belly down to the earth. Lift that chest up. And then exhale, arching your back, drop your chin to your chest. And then again. Exhale as you come into that cat position. And then come to that tabletop so your back is nice and straight. And you're just going to bring that right knee out to the side. So we're going to circle it. And it can be as wide or as small as your hip allows. And then reverse. Drawing it back. And then you're going to take that foot all the way up behind you, put that footprint on the ceiling. Draw that knee to nose, come into that cat position with your shoulders. Take that foot up, really trying to push it up to the sky. Draw that knee in. One more. And then straighten it back out behind you. Extend that opposite arm. If it's not available to you, just try and lift or come onto your fingertips. Reaching that arm forward. Draw that elbow in to meet that knee. With an inhale, exhale, glide it out. Inhale, draw them together. Exhale out. One more. Keep that hands, that foot extended. And then if you can bring that heel into your bottom. Reach around and grab that foot. Or just stay with that foot and that hand extended. If you've got a hold of that foot, pushing into your hand to lift your chest. And then nice and controlled, you're going to release it. Just bring the hand down, kickstand foot out to the side. Reach those arms up. And then slide down that right leg. Bringing that left arm up and over the top. Come over to the other side, either hand on hip, hand on the floor. Reach that right arm up and over. Push your hand away, push your foot away. Really trying to lengthen that right side. Come back up to centre. Hands back down, knee back down. Same on the other side, rotating that left knee out to the side. So you're drawing that circle. 3 in one direction, and then reverse. Again, if it's a bit clicky on your hip or a bit uncomfortable, just make the circles a bit smaller. And then take that foot all the way up, push that foot up to the sky, pull your heart through, and then draw that knee to nose. Come to that cat position with your shoulders, take that foot up. And again. One more. Take that foot up and then straighten that leg. Flipping your toes here if you're a bit wobbly. Try and extend that opposite arm. And then draw that elbow in to meet knee. And then extend out. 2 more times. Trying to breathe as you move. And then you're either going to leave that foot and that hand extended or kick that heel in towards your bottom and try and reach around for your foot. You might find that one side is super easy and the other isn't. Push into that hand, lift that chest up. Slowly and controlled release as you bring the hand down, kickstand that foot out to the side. Reaching those arms up. Slide that left hand down, right arm up and over for that side stretch. And then coming over to the other side, so that right hand down, left arm up, push that hand away, push that foot away. Really try to lengthen that right side. And then coming back up to centre. Hands down, keep those hips over your knees and just walk your hands forward into puppy pose. So you're melting your chest down to the earth. Don't worry about how far you can go. Just try and keep that hip over your knees and sink that chest down. Resting your forehead if that's available to you. Trying to open up our chest. Slow that breathing down. slowly walking your hands back up so that you're in that tabletop position. Flip your toes, you're going to come into downward dog. So you're going to lift your hips up to the sky. Imagine you're drawing your tummy to your thigh. Bend one knee, put all that weight in one foot. So really try and feel that in the back of your legs. And then swap legs. So you're kind of like padding it out. One heel down, then the other. So just move around a little bit in your downward dog. And then you're going to bring that weight forward, come to plank. Obviously, an option here to drop your knees if you need to. You're slowly going to lower your chest and your chin down, sweeping all the way up for that upward dog. Look over your right shoulder. Look over your left. Flip your toes, come back into downward dog. Sweeping that right leg up, bringing it to the outside of that right hand. Drop that left knee, and then see if you can walk your hands a little bit further forward, pushing your chest towards the earth to feel that in that hip flexor. So if you can go lower, if you can go onto your forearms. It's about where you can find a bit of sweetness in that position. And then slowly bringing your hands up all the way back so that you're in your half split. So you're straightening that right leg. And then you're pulling your chest through for your little mini cow position. And then exhale, come into that cat position. Inhale, pull that chest through. And then exhale, arch that back. One more. Really pull that chest through so you can feel that behind your leg. Bringing that weight forward, bring your hands to the inside of that right foot. You're going to bring this left foot to the outside of that left hand. Coming into your squat. Reach your arms forward. Keep that bottom down. Then connect your palms. Inhale, release those legs. Arms wide overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Slowly lowering that bottom back to that squat. Really plant your hands down. Take that self back to plank. Take your right leg back first. Then your left leg. Lower that chest and that chin down. Sweep up for a nice upward dog. Flip your toes. Downward dog. Taking that left leg up. Bringing it to the outside of that left hand. Dropping that right knee. And you're just walking your hands forward, pushing those hips into the earth, getting down to your forearms if you can, just feeling it in that hip flexor. Slowly walking those hands all the way back as you straighten that left leg, pulling that chest through, take a nice inhale, exhale, arch your back. Inhale, pull that chest through. Exhale back. One more. Bringing that weight forward. Hands to the inside of that left foot. Flip your toes. Bring this right foot to the outside of that right hand. Keep your bottom down. Reach your arms forward. Nice and strong in the legs. Connect your palms. Release those legs as you stand. Hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Walk your feet so they're slightly underneath your hips, and then exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, come to flat back, so hands are just underneath your knees, pulling that chest through, and then exhale, fold forward. Keeping that left hand in front of that left foot, bend that left knee, right leg is straight, right arm up to the sky. Head can look either down or up, depending on your neck. Bring that right hand down, bend that right knee, left leg straight, extend that left arm up to the sky. So you're trying to open up your chest. And then slowly bring that left hand down, curling yourself up, nice and slowly. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead, connect your palms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Taking that right foot back behind you, come into your warrior two. So your left knee is bent, right leg is straight, toes at the long edge of the mat, and then your arms are out to the side. So you've got warrior two, looking over that left hand. Bring that left elbow down to that left thigh, reach that right arm up and over. Again, push that hand away, push that foot away, lengthen that right side. Bring those arms back to warrior two, straighten that left leg, come into triangle. So left leg straight, you're going to bring this left hand down and find a hand placement. It can be on your calf, towards your ankle, and then your right arm is stacking above. So you're reaching up, but your wrist should be in line with your shoulder, all the way down. Basically making a load of triangle shapes. But you're imagining you're in between a pane of glass, so you shouldn't be folding forward. You want to be nice and straight. Bring arms up, and then point your toes towards the long edge of the mat. So you're in a wide leg straddle, folding over, bringing your hands down to the earth, bending your knees if you need to, and then slowly start to walk your hands as if you're going to walk them all the way through your legs, trying to bring your body with it. Slowly bring your hands back up, bring yourself back up, point your left toes towards the short edge of the mat, windmill your hands to frame that foot, and then you're going to bring that right foot through to meet your left foot. Inhale, reach all the way up, nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, and then fold forward. Taking that left leg back behind you, come into warrior two on the other side. So your left foot is at an angle, heel of the right foot towards the arch of that left foot. Bring those arms up, out to the side, looking over that right hand. If that feels super uncomfortable on your hips, then just find a foot adjustment that works for you, keeping that right leg straight, left leg straight, right leg bent. Looking over that right hand, drop your shoulders down, bring that elbow down to the thigh, reach that left arm up, push that left hand away, push that left foot away. And then bringing those arms back out to that warrior two position. Straighten your right leg, come into your triangle. So you're tipping your right hand down. So it could be that it's on the floor, if that feels comfortable to you, or just near the knee. And then you'll just double check that your wrist is stacked on top of your shoulder. Imagining you're in that pane, two panes of glass, so that you're like flat, basically. You're not folding over, you're opening up your chest. And then bring those arms back up, toes to the short, long edge of the mat. And then folding forward. This time you're going to hold onto your big toe if you can. Again, bending your knees here if you need to. And then you're imagining you're pulling your chest through. Using your toes as a little bit of leverage to try and bring that chest through. And then slowly release, bringing yourself up, point your right toe towards the short edge of the mat, windmill those hands, frame that foot, left foot through to meet right foot. Inhale, reach all the way up, connect those palms, exhale, hands to heart center. You're going to just bring that right leg behind, as if you're crossing your legs. Coming to the outer edge of your blades of your feet if you can. I want you to try and sit down without using your hands. So come all the way down, seated, nice, gently and controlled. Coming onto your back, hugging those knees in. One direction, then the other. Put both feet flat on the mat. Walk your feet so they're as wide as the mat or just slightly wider than your hips. Drop your knees over to the right. Bring your arms up to the side. Turn your head to the left. Knees over to the right. And then knees up and over to the left. Turning your head over to the right. Gently twisting, slowing that breath down. And then bring those knees back up to centre, hug them into your chest, bring your forehead up to meet your knees, giving yourself a big hug. Really squeezing, and then finally relaxing into your Shavasana. So whether that means you need to have a few pillows propped underneath you. Again, your hands can either be out by the side, or you might feel drawn to have one on your tummy and one on your heart. Gently close your eyes and allow your body to just have a few moments of stillness. So just check that your face is relaxed. Continue to work down your body. Really fully expand that rib cage. Really let that belly release. Let your hips sink into the mat. The thighs, your calves, your feet. And just checking again that you're really expanding your rib cage and your lungs as you breathe. Just bringing that stillness to your body. That peace and ease. That thankfulness and gratefulness to your body and your mind. And just bring that stillness and that feeling of letting go, sinking into the mat with every exhale. Not worrying about what's going on around you. Just bring that attention back to your breath if you do find that your mind is wandering. Just noticing and being aware of what's going around you rather than letting it distract you. Just noticing and being aware, but still having that connection with your breath. Slowly start to bring attention to your fingers and your toes by wriggling them. And then your ankles, turning them in one direction, in turn with your wrists in the other. Reach your arms up over your head, past your ears, still trying to keep everything slow. Grab hold of your left wrist, bring it over to the right. Grab hold of your right wrist, bring it over to the left. Hugging your knees into your chest and gently rocking from side to side, before allowing your body to drop to whichever side it feels drawn to, without going into thinking. And then slowly bring yourself to seated, whatever's comfortable for you. Still keeping your eyes closed. Just draw the crown of your head up nice and tall, drop your shoulders, lift your heart. Really trying to open up that chest and open up that heart. Reach both arms up overhead. Connect your palms to seal that energy in, and then draw those hands to heart centre. Just always connecting with your breath and just being aware and noticing things, not allowing them to cause you distraction. And then bring your thumbs up to your third eye. Surrender yourself forward. Namaste. Thank you for joining me. Have a beautiful day, guys.